Hey there, folks. It's me, Chris, with the Gig Man's Life. Yeah, baby, it's a Gig Man's Life indeed. And of course, we're always here on the channel talking about what will affect us in the freelance gig economy, doing delivery driving, rideshare, uh, anything else to go and put that money into our pocket. And we're here to talk about what can screw with that. And especially those people that don't understand what it is to be out here doing the hustle. And, there's a lot of childish behavior, stupidity going on around. But, yeah, I just completed, and I will say, as renting an electric vehicle, I cannot give a fair shake on my experience because the Hyundai Kona that I rented from using Uber's rental programs was less than desirable results. The vehicle had over 100,000 miles on it. It had issues, which the last day of rental that I was going to be able to make money on, and I was planning on continuing the rental until I got my car back, which I ended up having no way of charging it. I went to 5 different chargers at 3 different locations, 2 of which I have previously used, one of which was the one I used last to charge up the vehicle. So, when it wasn't charging, I called up the company and explained the situation. I was too far with the current charge that I had to get all the way back to the rental location because I was barely at that number. And with an electric vehicle, everything has a cost to it. That is now with modern vehicles, the electrical cost of your power steering, heat, navigation, windows, everything in the car relies on the battery working. And for me to go and say, I just got 2 miles, and we're talking not flat terrain. Because this is the other thing about electrical vehicles. They're completely opposite of gas vehicles for fuel economy. Meaning that stop and go traffic, every time that you're not using the motor, you're getting better economy. Everything that you're not using, you're getting better economy. When in a gas-powered vehicle, your mileage goes up because of gearing and movement. Is that once you get up to speed, believe it or not, you're not using any more power than when you're in stop-and-go traffic. You're actually using more energy to sit and wait. And there goes your problem. So, as the situation is that I will say the rental car company was very generous at the issue, because when you are renting a regular rental car, if there's a mechanical issue with the car, they will get you another car. When you are doing this through a rideshare company to get the car, first off, in multiple states, there's different things that the car has to do and is required to do. Massachusetts, it's required to be inspected by a TNC inspection. Then on top of it, have the Massachusetts inspection for vehicle safety. So you're talking those two things have to be done. So they don't have a lot of cars that go through that. And on top of it, a lot of these cars have been well used. It had 100,000 miles on it. It was the only car I could get. So when I went and talked, and it took almost the whole week, you can't rent another vehicle until that one was returned. 2 days it got stuck at a tow company because they couldn't go and drop it off. I should have just went with the vehicle. This is one of the things. Go with the vehicle, go where it's getting towed to, and make sure that it is going to the facility, because they're going to play games. That's just one of my things. It would have sped up a lot of things, but still would not have gotten me into another car, because they didn't have any other cars to rent me. And then it's a whole new different rental agreement. You're not continuing the rental agreement with a car. They create a whole new one because you're using it for commercial purposes. So I got totally refunded by the rental car company. So my true analysis of renting a car, it's not bad. But be aware, it is not like a regular individual rental. You can't just switch cars. Your car has to get back and inspected before they will allow you to even rent another vehicle. And furthermore, at this juncture, I wouldn't suggest, is it worth it? I'd be going like this and saying, look, I'd pay a high price rental if this is rent to own or whatever. But I'm not renting a car that has 100,000 miles on it. No way. That has been used and abused. And I will tell you that, when you got an electric car, that acceleration, is all that you can think about. But then you start realizing that speed, everything, costs you the use of the vehicle. That it's a lot of energy to drive that vehicle, and that it's better to make sure you get a gas-powered vehicle if you're going to do anything with rideshare. But still, with the process, make sure that you do a full inspection on the vehicle before you even sign the paper. And a lot of people, I would say definitely, is with these type of vehicles, when you're renting them for work, it is, no, I'm not signing that paper until I do my inspection of the vehicle to point out where issues are, so that I'm not blamed for them. But yeah, I cannot logically say that it's a good review of the service, considering the fact that you can't just get into another vehicle, because this is not a normal rental. And that if you have issues with the vehicle, make sure that when it's going back to a facility, that's where you just go with the vehicle, so that you make sure it gets back to the facility that it's supposed to go to. Because yes, tow companies will be tow companies, and they will take their sweet time. And understanding, yes, I have to make sure this vehicle gets back to the place. Yeah. But for the company to totally refund me my rental charges, I give the company great props. I will say Hertz does great for rentals, especially when you have issues that basically hurt you financially, especially in business. I say that they took it quite on the chin and are the type of company that gets my respect. So I like to thank you very much for watching this video. And again, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can get notified about the latest videos. And yes, we're at 35 subscribers, and I'm hoping to get more by June, so that we can start getting things going a little bit better, and just so that the prospectus looks better. So you have yourself a great day, and thank you very much for watching.